Hello there. I just got done filming a reaction to Alexandra Rodriguez's Instagram and why no one believes anything that she posts. Um, I think it's a pretty good video if you want to take a look at it. I speak so slowly, so speed it up to 1.5 speed and you should be fine. And it's a very quick watch um, about her latest Instagram post. So anyway, I finished that and then posted that and realized that she has a new vlog up. So let's take a look. It is called Chick-fil-A Breakfast Dupe and Setting Up Our Playroom. So let's check this out.
Mom and I are at the happiest place on earth, Home Goods, because we're starting a fun journey at home of making the study into Anderson's playroom. So we rearranged a bunch of stuff, which I'll show you at home. But now we are here looking for a TV stand to put in there, and also a toy cabinet. And then we
TV in the playroom. Okay.
also just found this blanket, and we're obsessed with it. So we're gonna see if we can find pillows to match, because the pillows for the playroom are from the living room, which now don't match that room. So that's where we're at.
So again, I say the overconsumption. I understand wanting to have like a nice looking house and whatnot, but do you know how much, like, just how wasteful it is to buy brand new shit all the fucking time? It really drives me nuts, guys.
Let's see. We're looking at pillows now to see if anything matches. Oh, this just like when I saw this, my heart exploded with joy. Got a crispy DC. Crispy DC.
Your heart is not exploding with joy. Like, that's just a fucking stupid thing to say. You sound just dumb as hell saying things like that. And it's not what a blanket is making your heart feel joy. A fucking blanket, bro. Holy shit.
All right, let's see. I kind of like that. Yeah. And it's a set. Cute. Anderson's. The back side is the beigey colors of the rest of us. True that. Oh, wait a minute. And look, it has like a little bit of the other. Oh, yeah. The comforter saga continues. That is honestly terrifying. I decided to get 2 sets of these. I've never thought to do 4 of the same pillow, but it looks so good with this. We'll see how it looks at home. All right, we're adding yellow to the mix too, with little stripies. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Everyone thinks you're so cute. Yeah, you're so handsome. Mom, I dare you to get that little table of cheese with the mouse sticking out of it.
Why is that so cute? Why do I love that little mouse?
I know. This looks familiar, doesn't it, everyone?
Oh, guys, honestly.
What did you want to show me?
Guys,
Look, I get Nancy's dilemma. If anyone doesn't know, this is because Nancy's been looking for a comforter for her bedroom for like a year or some shit. I don't know. But I get it. Like, dude, it took me so long to figure out a comforter that I liked. And then even then, like, I didn't want to get one because they're just really expensive. So I actually give Nancy kudos for taking her time to figure out what she wants and not just spending a bunch of money buying a million different ones, because that's what Alex would do. Alex thinks it's funny because she would, impulsively buy something and then get rid of it to replace it. And she would just keep doing that over and over and over again until she found one that she liked. At least Nancy is waiting until she finds one that she likes the first time and only has to buy one thing.
Oh, shut up. That is so cool. Wait, I gotta go show them that. I love it. It's so cute. For like a kid's room or something. Guys, turn the corner. Orange. We don't know if it's a table because it's not flat, so you could really even use it as a table.
Is it just decorative? Maybe a footstool?
No, it's hard. Like, just imagine.
It's decorative. That's all.
Oh.
You sure we shouldn't just get it?
We don't have room. That room is so
you don't
tiny.
need to add anything to
and
that
the couch in there is so big. Oh, but that was such a fun concept for a minute. That made me very excited.
And of course, I'm like, what, the blue thing? It bounces down.
Looks so good. And then we've got Anderson's toys over here. We got this here.
The yellow and orange.
I know. It looks so good. It's so bright in here.
It's warm and inviting.
I love this.
It's not that bright. I mean, you picked, yes, like yellow and orange. It's a little bit of color, but they're very muted. I don't know. It's not really giving playroom vibes. You don't have to fill it with like all just primary colors and make it super garish or anything, but it could definitely be a bit more fun. I feel like that would be really fun. Like, you have a kid, I mean, how exciting to be able to just pick all types of colors and fun, whimsical elements and things like that, like in a room that maybe you normally wouldn't want in your everyday life, depending on your style. But for your child, that would be really fun for them, and that's the time to do it. So it's kind of unfortunate that she won't. If she's gonna spend all this money on this shit, it's like, she could really do it up, like do something just fun and cool. I keep saying fun, I know.
Room. And then I ordered a big playmat rug for here.
Play mat, play mat, play mat, play mat.
Nancy is fucking insane and terrifying, but at least she's like engaging in a silly, goofy way with the baby. Obviously, yeah, he does like it. He's laughing. That sounds very cute. I really need to get my freaking bingo up and running because she's always doing all these things I have in the bingo. I swear, guys, I have them all listed down. We would have hit bingo already.
Tomorrow.
Good morning, you guys. It is the next day. I didn't vlog that much with my mom yesterday, but I figured I would take like a few little clips. I'm making the best breakfast. I want to show you guys that. I want to show you guys the current playroom and living room look. I'm so happy with it so far. And then my mom and I are going to visit my grandparents later. So that's on the agenda for today. Anderson woke up so early today, so he's already napping. It's almost 9, but he woke up back at like 5:30. I am just finishing up breakfast, adding salt and pepper to my scrambled eggs. So I am making a WW friendly version of the breakfast burrito at Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh. So let me see how many points is in it. If you get it at the restaurant. Chick-fil-A breakfast wrap.
The cheeks are out of control. It's just like a beach ball type of head, or like a volleyball.
Oh, not wrap. I was like, why am I not finding it? It's probably under burrito. 20 points for the hash brown scramble burrito with chicken nuggets. Guess how many points is in mine? Only 8 points. So I'll give you guys the breakdown. I haven't made this in a really long time. I remember making this the last time I was on WW.
Petty remark incoming. So before I say it, I know and you know that I'm being petty. I hate the way she scrapes food off of her pans. Whenever she's doing cooking segments and she does this, like, that fucking scraping with the wooden spoon, or a spatula or whatever, it just sounds, I don't know. It's somehow she manages to make that sound really obnoxious to me. I'm like, stop doing that.
So it's been a few years, but it is so delicious. So filling. So the secret, we've got the G. Hughes famous Cluckin' dipping sauce. I'm just going to do 1 tablespoon for 1 point of this. And then we have our low carb flour tortilla for our wrap. I had my little food scale here to measure out how much cheese and chicken.
Wow. Okay. She's always doing shit and showing her own ass. You think that she's really not watching reactions or at least reading something online that's telling her to fucking weigh her shit out? How many times has she been called out for that and didn't do it, and now all of a sudden she's doing it? And look, yes, I'm glad at least she's doing it now versus like never doing it, but it's just obvious. Like, girl, at least try to act like you aren't obsessed with what people think about you and say about you online. Fucking getting the scale out already. Also, that G. Hughes clucking sauce is, I mean, I don't really like Chick-fil-A sauce anyway, but it's really not that good. But it does taste like Chick-fil-A sauce.
And I was going to use,
Our series is
Sorry. Okay, I can skip it.
12 grams of reduced fat shredded cheddar, 1 tablespoon of G. Hughes, 5 little tater puffs for 2 points, and then 2.5 ounces of the Real Good chicken breast for 2 points as well. And I mean, hello. Is that not like the most stunning breakfast wrap?
I would never, ever, ever describe food as stunning. At least not that food. That's not stunning. It looks fine. Like, to be honest, it's whatever. I would put ketchup instead of G. Hughes, and honestly, it would probably be pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But is it stunning? No. I think you're just a fatty.
Ever. and it has so much protein, about 30 grams of protein. That is so good. So yeah, highly recommend. I'm going to eat my breakfast and just like watch some YouTube. And then while he's still sleeping, I'll give you guys a little rundown of the house. All right, here's the update for the playroom.
Didn't we just see this?
Love the pillows and the blanket. I need to wash the couch. Bruno gets excited when he runs in and he jumps on it. I'm glad this is in here though, because it's like, just let it get messy. It is what it is. I'll just.
God forbid your dog acts like a dog. And this is your own fault for getting all white furniture all the time, or cream, whatever you want to call it. It's too light if you're going to have pets and kids. It looks nice. I like the look. I love like lighter furniture, but of course it's going to get dirty. You can't have pets, especially dogs that go outside, and kids, and expect your light colored furniture to stay light. And she makes these comments with just an air of annoyance about it when it was her own fault, and she was told, whenever she buys shit and she lets people know she's looking at getting furniture that's light, and people say, hey, you want to have kids and stuff, it's not really a good idea, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Now she's going to say, oh, it's okay if it gets dirty in here, blah 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 blah. Yeah, right, we all know you're pissed.
Just spot clean it or take off the cushions and wash them. And then, as I said, we ordered the playmat, like rug dupe. It looks like a rug, but it's a playmat with cushion. That's going to go in the middle here. And I think it's going to match these pictures really well. Those are old from Target. That lamp, I want to say, is old from Home Goods as well. And then here's this gorgeous.
So do we think the playmat is going to be really neutral as well? Because she just said it's going to match that quote art, if you want to call those cream scribbles art. I thought, at least when she said playmat, that it might, I'm picturing like, remember those old school playmats, literally from like preschool, with like the town and the streets and stuff on it? They are like definitely gaudy, but like they're so fun for a kid. Those things were like fucking awesome. I loved those. We had them at my preschool
Cabinet. We had this old TV. We already had it upstairs for gaming, but he hasn't really been using it. So he donated it to the toy room, the playroom. And we've got this gorgeous plant here that's old from Target. And then we brought in some of his toys, but not all of them. His favorite bouncers. We got this recently. So that's like his activity station, but he loves this bouncy chair. When we went to visit my friend, he used her son's bouncy chair and he loved it. So of course I had to get him one. He hasn't been loving the ball pit the last few days.
Because it's not a pit. That's like a fucking bassinet. It's a carrying seat. Maybe give him an actual ball pit that he can move around in instead of sitting him fucking sedentary in one spot and expecting him to play.
So we're pausing on that at the moment. And then the nice thing is we can put toys in here. I'm going to like put some little baskets in here just to make it really easy to, tuck things away once he has more kind of like trinkety things. So now you might be wondering, what is the living room?
So she spent no time at all just taking all of his shit out of the living room so that it never looks like they have a baby in there. And do you really, really think she's going to sit in that playroom and play with him? I mean, I guess maybe that's why they put the TV in there, is so that she can watch TV as well, or like plop him in front of the TV and he can watch something while she does work, quote, work or whatever. But remember, she just showed us a few vlogs ago how she tidies up their living room and his stuff was in there. And it's like, it's fine to have a playroom, I guess, but we all know she's just trying to kind of continue to hide any evidence of the existence of her baby, because it destroys the aesthetic of her shitty beige over-cluttered home.
Living room look like since the couch is gone. So the good thing is we can honestly, like, this is just kind of be for now anyway, like a prettier space, but like I have a feeling we're hanging out in that room way more. I love a cozier, smaller space. And honestly, as you guys have seen, we've had a really hard time decorating this room just because it's a large open space, which makes it a little more difficult, but
it's not that big, and having an open space is actually helpful for decorating because you have lots of possibilities. Am I wrong? The reason she has problems decorating this space is because they have so many conflicting design styles. She pretends to like what Yar likes, but she really doesn't, and she wants what she wants. And they also try to fit too much shit in here. Like, looking at how this room looks, it still looks too cluttered to me, and it's incredible that she's removed the couch. So before it looked like this, there was also a couch in there. That's too much stuff in one room. Like, it's really not that fucking big.
I feel like we've really got a good thing going now. So we do have a lot of chairs in here. We're thinking of ordering a smaller couch for here with like a hidden recliner. So when Yara and I want to watch something, like we can do that. We have worn the heck out of these chairs. We love them, but my mom really likes them. So I might give them to her if we get a couch. And then we're going to leave these leather chairs in here. These are all from Pass 3. They have great products. So yeah, we've had these forever. We love the leather in here. So that looks really great. So yeah, that is how we have this now. That bookshelf that was in the study is now in here. The chairs are now in here.
That bookshelf looks so weird. It looks like too small for what it is.
That is how we have this now.
See, like the chunky kind of design makes it look like maybe it would look better as like a really large piece, you know. But it looks like, didn't this cost them like $3,000 or something? And it looks like something someone laser printed in their mom's basement.
Bookshelf that was in the study is now in here. The chairs are now in here. And the black cabinet that was over here is now back over here. And I'm so glad it's symmetrical again. I really missed the room being symmetrical. The feng shui just felt so off before. And we've just been like trying to make this room work with like baby stuff. But honestly, and there's so much trinkety stuff.
There it is. She's tried to make it work with baby stuff, but the baby just doesn't fit her lifestyle and her aesthetic. And so let's tuck it away in a different room that she'll never film so no one ever sees it.
Stuff in here. Once he's on the move, I think we're gonna like kind of block, I think anyway, I don't know yet, like block this off. And then that way, like we can just have the kitchen going into the playroom for him. So we don't have to like, you know, go crazy with the baby proofing in here. I mean, we might still anyway, whether gonna do that or block it off, but we've got some time still, but we have a lot of prep work to do before he starts getting on the move. But yeah.
How old is he? 8 months, 9 months? It really, oh, maybe she meant she said a lot of prep work. Okay, maybe I misunderstood. I thought she meant like she has a lot of time until he's on the move. And I'm like, not necessarily. But I think she said a lot of prep work. So sorry, I think I jumped the gun on talking shit.
Yeah, this is how we have the living room. And it's actually kind of nice because I really missed being able, not missed, but I like having the bookshelf on display in here. Because like that bookshelf, like I put blood, sweat, and tears into that thing. Like I love the decor on it so much. Oh, and that marble little book.
It's ugly. This is all ugly.
Rack was in the study as well. So it's nice to have this here. And then I have to patch some holes up there from that painting that I had to move. So yeah, that is the update. I'm gonna go get ready and then we're gonna head out.
Oh, he loves you.
I drink my coffee while I'm
It is really sweet when she posts any clips of her son with her grandparents. I hate when she posts anything with her son because I think she shouldn't, but those, it's like I'll give a little credit because a little grace because it's just so sweet. I get so sad. I don't have many living grandparents anymore, and I don't know if any of them will ever meet kids if I have my kids if I have them. So she's really, really lucky, and I hope that she doesn't take for granted that she has grandparents who clearly love her and, you know, love her son. It's really sweet.
Hello, you guys. Back home from my grandparents. I'm feeding Anderson his puree right now. He's looking at the camera and he's like, what is that? And we stopped on the way home and got some beautifully ripe avocados. You want some avocado, Mr. Munch? And then also I made Dominican food last night, so I stopped and got a plantain. I'm going to try to make some air fryer tostones. These are so big. Look out!
Why does she never show herself making Dominican food? That would be more interesting than watching her air fry some chicken tenders and putting them on a wrap. Like, I'm curious why she doesn't ever show that. It makes me wonder, are you not actually doing it, or you just don't do it very well? Maybe she doesn't want people telling her that she's like fucking up the food.
How big this is. It's a huge plantain. But I was perusing the Weight Watchers app, and they have like all the 0 point foods and recipes and stuff. And air fryer tostones is one of them. So, you know, instead of like deep frying them, you air fry them. So I want to say I've done air fryer tostones before. Are they as good? No. But are they still good? Yes. And then I had made Dominican food last night. I made like chicken and vegetables and then beans that you pour over rice. And we ran out of rice, so I also stopped and got some jasmine rice. Tonight's menu is not a homemade puree, but Happy Baby Organics, the chicken, vegetable, and quinoa fiesta.
She also, I don't think, has shown herself making homemade baby puree at all. She's mentioned that she's made it, but I don't think she's ever really talked about it, which that, could be something because it doesn't involve showing your son, but it's like, mom content, whatever. Um, that could be like of interest maybe to moms. It wouldn't be of interest to me, but I'm really curious about why she isn't sharing that either because she seems quick to want to jump on any sort of mom trend, anything to get engagement from that type of audience because that sells really well on YouTube.
It's got a little more texture. And he loves it. It's delicious. And we're going to cut up some avocado. Nom, 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 nom. He's looking at the camera. This kid, I'm telling you, anytime I have a million photos of him, of course, and videos that I send to my mom, my grandma, family, friends, whatever. And the second, like, even when he can't see himself, he just like, he smiles for the camera. He's like, he's a little diva. He's so funny. You're so funny.
She brings up all the time that he loves the camera. And I feel like it's her kind of making a little bit of a dig, probably at like Yar, because, oh, look, Yar, he loves the camera so much, but you won't let me put him online, but he loves the camera. Maybe she'll fucking make him a child model or like a child actor or something if he loves the camera so much.
Very photogenic. Yes, you are. So I'm going to whip up some more rice, and we're going to have dinner, and you're going to have a bathing, you're going to go to sleep, and then mommy, daddy watch Breaking Bad. Guys, I have a serious addiction to Breaking Bad. Serious addiction. It is so good. Like, every show that Yar puts me onto that, like, I didn't think I would like, I end up loving. I can't believe Game of Thrones is one of my favorite shows, and I know I've said that probably a million times at this point, but, like,
I don't care, and I think that we're hitting, like, new records with the chins here. We've got... Do we count the original chin as one? Let's say we do. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count this as 4. We got a ton of chins, and I mean, look at how big. Those are big chins. Plus the hump. Special appearance.
never thought I would like Game of Thrones. Like, before, I tried to watch the new season of feel nothing in 90 days. The Kardashians on Hulu, because they're going to... Then my heart is like breaking for Lewis. Like, Kimmy Antonelli is doing pretty good at Mercedes. Okay. Having kind of a hard time. I don't think he's like getting along well with his like not conductor, the person he communicates with.
Oh my god!
Just like get that avocado real quick.
Sorry, I can't sit and listen to her talk about these shows.
When I feed Anderson avocado, I literally just smash it in half of it, and then I keep the other half with the pit and put it into the fridge. If you leave the pit into one of the halves, it will stay. Not brown. It won't turn brown, but I fully puree it myself, especially because I always just make sure they're like super ripe, and it's literal mush. Or if anything, if I'm doing baby led weaning, because I do both, I will give him like a big slice for him to like kind of gnaw on. But for avocado, I'm just still a little more comfortable doing the puree. But every baby's different. You gotta do it special. You want some avocado? Oh, look at nom noms. Nom nom nom. Nom nom. He loves when I do that. Nom nom.
God, I'd be scared. Imagine growing up and you got this yelling om nom nom in your face. That's fucking scary.
Big smile. Big mouthful of avocado. Huh? Delicious. Delicious. But anyway, my grandparents' house was great. It was so cute. My grandpa was like, let me hold him. I'm like, you want to hold the baby? He's not like a big baby guy. Like, he loves Anderson, but like he's not a big baby guy. So I thought that was like so cute. Did you poop again? I just changed your poo-poos. Okay. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go check the situation out. All right, I'm back. 2 things. Anderson, like within the last hour, discovered how to like touch his bottom teeth with his tongue. So he keeps going like this, like feeling his teeth.
Ew. Sorry, not to him, but to her. And haha, Alex, we'll never see it because you can't put your son online. Thank God. You're actually doing the right thing, even though you don't want to, and it wasn't necessarily your choice. So you can keep telling us all the cute shit that he's doing, but no one fucking cares, and no one will ever see it.
It's so cute.
And you'll never make a dime off of it. And good.
Anyway, he is just chilling here with me now, but I just cut up our plantain. I'm following Simply Recipes. So it says to soak it into 4 cold cups of water for 20 minutes. I probably should do that. Then, wait. Okay, this is not going to work. This one's regular frying. Hold on. Stand by. Maybe we don't have to soak. Okay. In a small bowl, combine water, salt, and garlic powder. Put your air fryer at 400. Spritz the plantain with olive oil and cook 6 minutes. Remove from the air fryer while they're hot. Mash them with a jar. Dip them in the seasoned water. Set them aside. Preheat the air fryer again, and then cook it again. Oh, damn. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I'll try it. I'll link the recipe I'm following. I have the air fryer preheating. Ready? We're going to put the air fryer. We're going to put in our tostones. tostones. It's a banana verde. We're gonna try really hard to do bilingual. I'm still learning myself though.
No, you're fucking not. You're not learning Spanish. You're nowhere near to learning Spanish. You're nowhere near being able to communicate with your husband in Spanish or with your baby in Spanish, enough to teach him that. But hopefully, Yar is speaking to their baby in Spanish, because if you do speak another language, or your partner does, oh my gosh, I think that is so, so, so important to speak it to your child so that they are bilingual.
All right, we're gonna spritz them with a little bit of avocado oil spray, cook for 6 minutes, take them out, smash them into the seasoned water, then back into the air fryer. Fun and fresh update. These are really good. Like, they are bomb. And plantains are 0 points. They're very filling though. I don't like, okay, here's the thing with the 0 point stuff. Everyone's like, well, you can't just like eat endless amounts of 0 point food and lose weight. It's like, yeah, for sure. Like, for sure. I don't think that they mean to do that. Really good. I don't think that they mean to do that.
Okay. I wanted to pause this. She took it from the Weight Watchers website. It says, can I eat as many 0 point foods as I want? Let's see. Free. It makes you think that they're free. Free implies you can have as much as you want. That approach may not help you reach your weight loss goals. We specified these foods as 0 point because they are nutritional powerhouses that you can reach for frequently and consistently without tracking them. They have flexibility. They make it simple. You can build healthier meals, blah, blah, blah. They aren't meant to be unlimited. If you're concerned about overeating 0 point foods because they're 0, here's some guidance. Eat them in your usual portion sizes. Okay, that's the only guidance, is eat them in your usual portion sizes. Okay, the thing is though, people like Alex, for example, have no concept of portion sizes. If these folks that need to get on Weight Watchers to help them lose weight understood portion sizes, do you think that they would be needing to like lose weight like that? Do you think Alexandra would be over 300 pounds after cutting out 80% of her stomach because she understands portion sizes? No, she doesn't understand portions or just nutrition as a whole. And so no, like, this isn't helping. I think at first glance, I mean, like, it makes sense, sort of. Parts of this make sense to me, but at the end of the day, Weight Watchers is people using Weight Watchers are going to be people that have food issues most of the time. Otherwise, they wouldn't be fucking overweight. So I think a lot of people, including Alexandra, will be overeating 0 point foods and will be continuing to eat all of their other points on top of the 0 point foods because they don't understand how to moderate or how to appropriately portion something out. I feel like we go over this all the time about the 0 point foods, and I've made other videos kind of more specific to this, but I just think if Weight Watchers needs to put so much disclaimer around the 0 point foods, you should probably rethink it, because this should be simple enough for someone to follow and not set themselves up for failure, which I think is what the 0 point foods will do, in my opinion.
Really good. Yar and I are like sharing it as an appetizer before we have dinner. I think we're gonna wait and have like dinner in a little while. But they're really good. We added a little more salt and garlic powder.
See, I mean, just this, her saying she's having an appetizer before dinner. I mean, I just think when you're at home, I mean, even if you're out, why have an appetizer? I think she meant it as just kind of like a cute comment. Like, I get that. Like, it's just like a little passing, a little snack, whatever. But really, she should be focused on just eating meals, cutting out this snacking, the appetizers, whatever you want to call it, as much as fucking humanly possible. So, just eat a meal. Just eat your regular meal.
But in terms of like the texture, like, they're just as good. They're just not greasy. Thoughts? Anderson has a lot of
What are your thoughts, bud? Bruno has thoughts too. We all have thoughts on these air fried tostones.
Okay. I added more garlic powder because the texture is there. It just needed a little more kick. It's really, oh yeah. I'll link the recipe. You could even use a tiny bit more salt, but I was afraid to do too
No,
much.
it's good. It's
Yeah?
perfect. It could be a little crispier. No, not really.
And they're so easy to do.
These are good.
I will link the recipe if you want like the official way. I think Amazon is here per usual.
tomorrow.
All right, guys, I am in the playroom with Anderson. It is the next day. I'm coming on here to kind of end the vlog and just chit chat for a sec. He's in his bouncy. Bingo Bouncers. He loves this thing. You love it, huh? The play mat rug. It's not a rug. It's a play mat. That is like rug design. The design looks like a rug, but it's a play mat. And I'm super excited because it should fit perfectly between the console and the couch and be the same length as the couch. So we'll have lots of room for playing and sitting and crawling and rolling and all the fun stuff.
That's not really that much room. I mean, why wouldn't you just like essentially carpet like the whole room? If it's gonna be for him, I mean, yeah, he's gonna be crawling and then walking and stuff all over the place. He's not just gonna be confined to the rug that's the length of the couch. You know, I mean, she's so worried about aesthetics over the development and just the fun, you know, for her son.
What you do, huh? Oh, he's not crawling. Not crawling yet. No, but we'll practice there, huh?
Should he be? Let's see. When do babies crawl? I genuinely don't know. Most babies start crawling between 7 and 12 months. Okay. That's a pretty big gap. And that's just a quick Google. That may or may not be right. I don't know. He probably will start crawling soon. He's like 8, 9 months old. And she's going to have a hell of a time when he starts moving. Physically, she's going to have a hard time because it's going to be hard for her to keep up. And with her vlogs, you know, she's going to be having a harder time vlogging. Because right now, she just makes him lay down and go to sleep like all day. And she can keep vlogging and do her errands and do whatever. Once he gets more active, it's going to be really hard for her to keep that up. You know, finding time to film without him like getting in the frame or getting into something and needing something. And that's fine. Like he's just being a baby. But you know that's going to be really difficult for her because she wants to show him, because she wants to make the money that will come from showing him and being a mommy vlogger with her kids on camera. And she can't do that. And so trying to keep him off camera and still have time to film her own content that isn't centered around him, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. We actually just went and ran some errands. It's super dreary today. It's just, it's going to be like this for a while too. Bernie's behind me. Say hi, Bernie. There you are. Hello, P. He really likes this room too because he gets to look out like at the world in the front window. So it's minorly problematic because he'll bark when anyone walks by and he couldn't see them before if we were hanging out in the living room. But yeah, everyone's having a good time. It's kind of like fun to like just look out front. I'm like, oh, I get to actually see what's going on. So
Is she trying to sell us the room or herself? I mean, my God.
anyway, Anderson and I are just gonna play. We're gonna chill the rest of our day. Soon you're gonna take a nappy. Mommy's gonna have lunch and do some work, and then we'll play more.
The nap. There's the fucking nap.
Yeah. Bouncy bounce. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'll keep you guys posted on the playroom as it develops. It feels really good though. Like I don't know. Yar and I, we even watched TV in here last night. Like we just like to be in here. It just feels very like cozy, and I don't know. Like it just feels good in here. So anyway, that's my ramble.
She's talking about this room as if she hasn't lived in this house for what, like 3 years or some shit. Like, I know that they use it as an office or study, whatever the hell they want to call it. And maybe this is like a new way they're using the room, but I mean, my goodness, you would think that she's like never been in here before. And this is very on brand for Alex. I noticed that she does something and gets just really kind of enraptured by it, and like manic is really the only word I can think. It's she gets really into it and hype, and like it comes across like she's trying to sell it more to us, or more to herself, sorry, than to us, by repeating the good points, you know. Oh, Bruno loves it and the baby loves it, and oh it's so cozy. I swear it's cozier than our living room or our bedroom. You know, we love it. And it's like, girl, like you're gonna be over this in 5 minutes when the dopamine hit of buying the new blanket wears off.
But I'll keep you guys posted. I love you, and I'll see you later. Bye.
All right. Another painful watch. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.